But let me do a part two to this, because yes, women should not work in the men's penitentiary and men should not work in the women's penitentiary, but I also think there should be an age limit for anybody to work in the penitentiary. I think you should at least be minimum 25 years old before you can go to work in a penitentiary, especially a maximum security penitentiary. I don't think people don't understand how volatile things can be, how aggressive things can be, how predatory people can be. People will prey on the weak. And whenever you're just young, you don't have the life experience. And in my experience, it was hard for younger CEOs to say no. You know what I mean? And you have to say no, Saying no is always better than saying yes, because you can't ever, once you say yes, you can't bring that back to a no. It always causes problems. It's better to start off with a default no and then work towards a yes if that's something that you can do, right? But anyway, so I think there should be an age limit. The hardest times that you will ever work, like if you're a correctional officer and you're in turnout and you're getting assigned where you're going to be for the day, there's just a handful of people that you don't want to work with. I don't want to work with women not because I don't like women. I love women, okay? That's not even a thing. But it's just because I knew my day was going to be harder. They could have been the coolest woman in the world. They could have been the most relatable, down to earth, a good boss, but it was just going to be a harder day, because in SEG there were going to be guys standing up in the picket and they were going to be touching themselves inappropriately. I got to watch my language on here. Y'all know what they would be doing. And it's just not nothing I want to look at all night. I know it's nothing she wants to look at all night. And I just can't imagine the trauma that is going on in her mind, why she has to go out there, because you're supposed to take turns running the show, running the picket, right? So there's one boss is working the floor, doing everything they're supposed to be doing, while the other boss is running the picket. And man, I worked with some good women that over the years learned how to manage this, and they were respected. But it takes so long to get to that point that it's almost not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It is so hard to get to that point. It is almost not worth it. And still, they still have all the trauma of those guys being sexually assaultive towards them, which is terrible. You know what I mean? And I just hate that. And back to the youngsters. Youngsters go in there, they think they're just harder than what they are, and they try to talk to grown men without respect, and they don't understand the idea of respect. They got this stupid idea of respect as like something they heard in a rap song, which is dumb. Or, they go in there just trying to make Stone Cold Killer's mind, and you got to approach people with respect. You know what I'm saying? Or it just don't work out. But those are the people that I didn't want to really work with when I was there. Sometimes it can be difficult with older bosses, because they take so long to do things. But I understand everybody needs a job, and I understand that's why they go to work in a prison, not because it's number one choice, but because they need a job. But anyway, yeah, that's my little 2 cents on that while I just got done with my little walk in the evening. But I'll holler at y'all. Y'all be good.